Well, we're gonna try and spray some wheat today. So it's now time to spray the yard for our house. Well, we're gonna try and spray some wheat today. Couple of those. Ross is hooking up the tank here. It's got 2 flat tires on it somehow. Blaming it on Ross. He's got to take and put this tank sideways right here, and then he's got some free time. It'd be nice if he'd be able to take them tires off for me. It is still a little chilly today. It ain't too bad. I have to figure out what I'm going to do here, but we'll figure that out here in a bit. In the meantime, I got to just go with it for now. It's a pain. Flip around the truck here so I can load it. Or so I can unload it. Not load it, unload it. I'm gonna put it right here. Hopefully here in the next couple days we'll get started on anhydrous too. It's getting ready to start picking up. It's gonna be an interesting year this year because of supplies and everything else being so hard to get. And it's starting to get warm early. Way earlier than I like. Oh man. Now I see what Kyle was talking about. And the door don't shut. This truck is splendid.
There you go.
Why do they look so nasty now? That was clean earlier. What did you do to them?
Alright.
You done this. It's your fault. We're gonna load this up. Back in the field road. So I had to bring this trailer or this tanker back out here, out back loaded, so then that way I can try and get as much done as I can. I got a meeting at 6:30 tonight. And I got school tomorrow, so I'll be in and out kind of sporadically tomorrow, but I got a bunch of schoolwork to do before midterm, so I don't know that I'll get much done. Just like that, loaded and ready to go. Oh, and we got a new sticker on there. Looks cool. Oh! Ah. So it's now time to spray the yard for our house. Gonna go down the driveway here. Give you guys a good view. Figured I'd do it now while I'm right here. It's easier. Dad ain't gonna like it because I got ATS in it, but it'll be okay. I already kind of sprayed around in it with the somewhat on. Oh no, there's Gotta make sure I don't hit the shed too. Or the gator, or Emma. Back to the wheat field. So that's how I do that. Mom will have the nice green grass around her house. Well, just finished up for the day. Ran out of dry ground, so, well, really I ran out of sand ground, not dry ground, just sand ground. So anyways, this is all gonna get taken care of for me first thing in the morning. Hopefully I'll get back out of class by 10:30 and then go run a load or two. At least get moved, and yeah, time to go home. Not bad, not bad. I mean, just some of it's underwater down here. I'm gonna drive down this road as far as what I can, and I guarantee you I won't make it that far, but you gotta go slow when you go through this, because sometimes some of it will be washed out. But I'm going to drive down through here as far as what I can. That is the Wabash River right there to my left-hand side. It has since went down, but it was at like 28 feet or something. It really doesn't get this high very often. So some of our neighbors down here, they go underwater, like Ivers, Newtons, they go underwater at like 13 or 16 to 17, 18. But we're up in the higher portion of it, so we don't really go under for a while. But when we start to kind of scratch our head, uh-oh, is whenever Vincennes is at 17 and Mount Carmel is at 26, I think. 25 or 26 is whenever we start to get a little worried. Sometimes we'll come down here and we'll fight it, but obviously right now, I mean, that's one of our fields there. There's no need to fight and get that water off of it right now until something else happens. But we've been down here before with excavators and everything else trying to yeah, keep the water out of it. But there's a house down here. Driveway's underwater. Now this one here, I think, is, yeah, I can still see the rocks, so we're good. But we'll have to bring down a grader blade after all this water goes down off of it. There's an irrigation right there. See, that irrigation's tall. It goes over the top of that oil well. There's a lot of people down here that do that. I mean, well, not a lot of people. That's one of 3 or 4 of them down here that do that, and 2 of them are ours, so. So, like, let's say that the river gets up real high and it gets up into this field where this irrigation's sitting at. We'll come out here and we have to drain out gearboxes on the bottom of these irrigations to get the water out of the oil. Most of the time you just kind of crack it a little bit, the water will run out first because water's heavier than oil, so it sits at the bottom. And yeah, well, not really, it's not always heavier than water, but for these it is. These are real high viscosity oil. Yeah, I haven't been down here in a while, and I figured, you know what, while I'm down here looking to see if I can spray wheat, I'll drive down the rest of the way and see how flooded out everything actually is. But I haven't seen a river this high down here since probably 2019, so that's pretty good, really. 2019 we fought it out. It was a little bit lower than this, and we fought it out until we couldn't fight it anymore. We beat it somehow. So this road right up here, there's a drop off in it, and if it wasn't for that drop off, you can keep going. Once again, you gotta come. I do not encourage driving through floodwaters. I shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. But I know where I'm at too, I think. Yeah, that water down there, there's a spot there where it'll be 4 foot deep over top of that road at this point. So really, this is kind of the lowest spot of this farm right here on this corner. As you can see, all the corn stalks are floating out there. But other than that, right there, we can fight it out of pretty well all of this with pumps and everything else. So we've done it before, and I hate doing it, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, bonfire whenever the river goes down. But don't ever walk across something like that. That's the, well, I'll see if I got the probe. I don't. I got shovel. So we'll come down, we'll have to burn all of these stalks off probably. You can probably walk across that if you was feeling that ballsy. Yeah, that is a ditch. Oh well. It'll be gone in another couple weeks. Or it'll be dry in another couple weeks. In 2019, I sprayed this field right here exactly whenever it was like that. Water was probably a little bit lower, but I sprayed it. Yeah, and then it rained for 4 weeks straight after that. Never got back on it again, and then it dried out during harvest, and yeah, we hated our lives cutting that field.